Man, I love seeing players just play for the love of the game. I love it. That means they're playing for the enjoyment of the game. Nowadays when you watch professional sports, it just seems like guys, for the most part, are just out there to collect the check, right? They're out there to get the bag, multi-millions, generational wealth. It just seems like majority of the time that's all they care about. I mean, rightfully so. If you're getting paid all this money, then it's like, well, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have this money. It doesn't matter, how much I win or lose. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get paid, and that's fine because that's a business. It's just when you actually see guys out there playing for the love of the sport, basically for the same reason why they even picked up the ball or the bat or the skates or whatever from day one, because they enjoyed it. When you see that again as an adult, I don't know, for me it's just something like it's remarkable. It's a different narrative. It's refreshing. It's fun. It's like LeBron playing in the Drew League for the first time since 2011. That's 12 years ago. I'm sorry, 11. Apparently I can't count today. But either way, just going out there dropping a casual 42 points, 16 rebounds in a Drew League game. Him and DeMar DeRozan on the same team, winning by 2 points at the end of the game. I mean, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Because the people, that comes out and support the Drew League, people that don't know, Drew League is a summer league. I want to say it's in the LA area. And it's usually, a bunch of, pro athletes, semi-pro, a lot of pretty good competition out there in that league. Every now and then you might get an NBA player playing in that league. I remember years ago, Kobe was in that league. James Harden was in that league. Matter of fact, they had a matchup years ago. But yeah, just for the people that don't, actually get a chance to see, these NBA players in, NBA games, maybe because the price of the ticket is, too expensive, or just don't have the time, whatever the reason. It could be many reasons, but just, go to an event and just happen to see this and they just, playing just because they love the game. I'm pretty sure they're not, really getting paid to come out here and play in these games. They just play because they love playing basketball. Like when we saw Kevin Durant at the Rucker years ago. Just loved playing the game. Kobe Bryant at the Rucker. Kobe Bryant in the Drew League. Just love the game. Jamal Crawford in the Seattle Pro-Ams. Just love the game. Joe Johnson out here still hooping in different leagues. Matter of fact, he played in the NBA for a couple of days this year because of COVID at the beginning of the season. But nevertheless, that man is still hooping. And Joe Johnson can still be a contributor to an NBA team right now. But, nobody in the NBA wants to sign him. But that doesn't mean that his playing career stops. He's still playing because he loves to play the game. It's just remarkable. I remember, Michael Jordan had a clause in his contract. I think it's called love of the game, for the love of the game. And of course, I'm pretty sure all these teams do not like when, their star players out playing in other events outside the NBA. Risk of getting hurt. I get that. But Michael had a clause in that contract because he just, loves to play the game. So he ended up, playing in other events. at times. And, if you love the game, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because, he can risk injury, but for being honest, anybody can get hurt at any given time. Heck, I remember when Carlos Boozer first joined the Bulls back in 2010. And before the first game, before he even played a game, like a couple months before the season started, he ended up breaking his toe. I think he dropped a bag on it. Like, come on. Like, there's been a lot of goofy injuries just being in your own home. So, if you're going to get hurt, you might as well do something that you love instead of just casually just breaking your toe or whatnot, right? So, yeah, I appreciate DeMar DeRozan playing in this Drew League this summer. I appreciate LeBron James coming out, dropping 42, making headlines. I appreciate that. Just a wonderful sight. And for the love of the game, it doesn't, just involve basketball. It's other sports. Like for instance, in baseball, Shohei Ohtani. Now, I know this is strictly just MLB, but look, a guy is not a two-way player at an elite level if he did not enjoy the game or did not love the game. Because we haven't seen anything like this. And normally, you either pick one or the other. Either you're going to be a pitcher, you're going to focus on that, or you're going to, play a position outside of pitching and focus on that and batting. But what we are seeing is something pretty much unheard of. I know Babe Ruth used to do it, but that was in a different era and a different time frame. What we are seeing is something unheard of in the modern era. I saw a stat the other day to where since June 3rd, when Shohei starts as pitcher, the Angels are 6-0. And any other pitcher that starts since that time frame, the record is 6-32. Yeah, let that sink in. And that lets you know how dominant this man is. And yet the team is, subpar. Him and Mike Trout are on pace to be future first ballot Hall of Famers. Yet the team is an abysmal. But either way, like, Shohei is doing it for the love of the game. Even within a professional setting, that's for the love of the game. Because if not, then the player will be like, well, why am I risking doing all of this to my body where I can just focus on one thing and be done with it? When you see extra effort, that's how you know that they love something. Extra effort. They don't even seem like extra effort. But it's extra effort to, the normality of the situation. Like, for instance, Terrell Owens, T.O., Hall of Fame wide receiver. Arguably top 5 wide receiver all the time. That man still loves playing football. He's playing in the player-controlled league. There's this league where, fans. Fans control the league. As in, fans call the plays, fans tell, the offense or the defense what to run, blah, blah, blah. But either way, T.O., who I think is like 48, 49 years old, is out there playing. Because he loves the game. He loves it. And that's wonderful. Because as we know, when you're an athlete, you have a certain number of years that your body will allow you to play a certain sport at a high level with a time limit. Because Father Time is undefeated. He is. Now we're seeing a couple of athletes that are, pushing the limit on that, like LeBron, who's been playing basketball since forever. And it seems like he, physically isn't really slowing down as, normal people would at his age, and the miles on his body. Tom Brady, that's another one. Man, is practically 45 years old. And yet, he's doing things that nobody else has done. But nevertheless, it's going to come to a point where they can't. But why not, play the game that you love as long as you can, right? I'm pretty sure Tom Brady is another clear-cut example of for the love of the game. That man could have retired a long time ago. A long time ago. He has nothing else to prove for the last few years. Nothing. 7 Super Bowl wins? 7. And passing records? The only reason why he's out here is because he loves to play football. What I'm saying is, you might have a few athletes that you don't like or don't care for, can't stand. Fine. Am I a LeBron fan? No. Am I a Tom Brady fan? Nah, I like Tampa Tom. Wasn't a big fan of New England Patriots in the Patriot way, Tom Brady. No. But I do respect and love the fact that they love to play the game that they love. That's inspirational. That's how you get more kids growing up wanting to do those sports. When they see someone their ages or someone at the highest level possible just still enjoy the game like the kids that that's watching them rather. Like LeBron is on record saying he wants to play in the NBA with Bronny, his son, his older son. That's for the love of the game. Because, at that point, LeBron has nothing else to prove. He just want to play the game with his son at the highest level. I don't see anything wrong with that if it can happen. I guess it's going to be more so on Bronny getting there, but nevertheless, if it does happen, that'd be awesome. Just like Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. in baseball about 30 years ago, when they were able to play on the same team. That's amazing. And it's all for the love of the game. Yeah, so yeah, let that sink in. Just appreciate these guys out here playing the sport the same way like they did when they first picked it up. I'm pretty sure anybody that has played sports, would appreciate that. Or you can just anything in general. I'm pretty sure, in an artist when they first picked up some crayons when he was a kid, to still be able to draw, enjoy, paint, whatever at an older age. You do it because you love it. Like, I used to play trumpet in band since the 5th grade. And if I can get my hands on a trumpet now, I would. Because I would play it because I love playing my instrument. So, I mean, I feel like it's no different than that. So yeah, appreciate these guys when they're out here just playing for the love of the game. Because if they didn't love the game, at a certain point, money can only go so far, and then that's that. So yeah, LeBron dropping 42 and 17 in the Drew League. DeMar DeRozan and his teammates, they went out there, they balled, they enjoyed themselves. All right, this is my time for today. Continue to rock with me right here on the No Offense Radio app with the No Offense Network. Check your boy out on social media at JGoodWithSports. We talking about Facebook. We talking about TikTok. We talking about Twitter. We talking about Instagram. Follow your boy there. This week, I don't know, we're just going to continue to ride the wave. Summer League's going to come to an end here soon. Basketball tournament's going to start up there. All-Star break is coming up very, very quickly. Training camp's coming up end of this month. We're making it. We're surviving the dog days of summer. But anyway, you all enjoy. Be safe. Much love. See you all soon. Peace.